Allow me to thank you again for helping me with the cargo, Shireen. I am sure the Ashmags who squirreled away my goods won't give up so easily, and I'll hear more about their scheming yet. Let's strike a deal, Shireen. I will watch your back if you do me a favor and watch mine. Well, enough jokes. Is there something you wanted? Oh, Shireen, I did manage to spark your interest. Allow me to invite you to a more private place. My words are meant for your ears alone.
You bet I do, Lord Captain. Okay, so we went to Footfall once. Well, I mean, Lord Captain Theodora went to Footfall a lot. But on that occasion, she took me with her for some reason. My day had gotten off to a bad start. My head had been yammering since I woke up, but there was nothing else for it. I had to go. We arrived at the place, and what a place! All the gentlemen and ladies dressed to kill, showing off their encrusted implants, all clustered around little tables. Well, turned out it was a gaming den. And not just any gaming den, but one run by somebody with deep pockets for people with just as much cash to splash. You should have seen it. People gambling away planets in a game of regicide. Anyway, so the Lord Captain wanted me to help her beat some guy. So I tell her, the chips won't land in your favor. You'll get a bad hand. Don't sit down at that table, your ladyship. But did she listen? Of course she didn't. If there's one thing she never lacked, it's stubbornness. So they sat down and the cards were dealt. I'm hovering around like I'm not involved, but I'm keeping my eye on things. And everything in my head keeps getting louder and louder. Anyway, it's a good thing I realized in time that my mind wasn't going haywire over a losing hand, but something else. I made some excuse to drag the Lord Captain up from the table and took her away from that place. And a few minutes later, the room where we'd been... It turned out some wise guy had the same bright idea to bring a pet psyker along with him. One of those ones who just scuttle around in Footfall's underbelly. And the psyker just freaked out, I guess. After all the commotion, people went to see what happened in the room. And they'd all gone for each other's throats. Literally. With teeth. And I think they completely detached that asteroid from Footfall and pushed it off into open space so it would head off toward the local star. Of course. Always at your service. Whenever you need me.
Domin. Torture? I bear the sacred marks of the Undying One's service. Death has bestowed them upon me. Though others may cherish hollow riches or meaningless beauty, it is my duty to cherish his gift of blood. Each wound is a symbol of our service to him. Each drop of blood carries his blessing. To renounce these scars is to renounce the Undying One himself. Death whispers to me, you are worthy of bearing his marks. Tell me, Domin, do you wish to honor your flesh with his gifts? I have not felt pain in a long time, but yes, your body will certainly suffer. Embrace the pain and make it a part of you. It will be your salvation, even on your darkest days. Let it be so. Treasure his gift, Domin. Inscribe it anew each time you pray. May his blessing find you. The Gothic we use to communicate is different to that spoken on the upper decks. Domin has many meanings. Giver of life, Lord or Lady of the Ark, and Shadowless Sun. The matriarch Spider gave this title to the rogue trader who allowed her to form the blood-spun web. We use other titles as well. For example, Venai means Master of the Immaterium, or Watcher of the Veil. Vil
means one who must go to the other side. Amig means one you can trust in battle. Lords and wretches are equal before death. If such is the Undying One's will, I will guide you to him, Domin. I use blood to read his sacred cards and hear the whisper of the Undying One. His tarot is not an answer, but a question I ask of the universe. And the universe answers with questions of its own. In this sacred communion, I perceive hundreds of possible outcomes. They are all true, and yet they are only visions. I know what will come to pass, and yet I do not. I am the spear of his retribution, not a witch or a sorcerer or a soothsayer. I have no strange powers, but I do bear his blessing. I do not command the veil. I am guided by his whisper and led by my faith, by the tenets. Please, do not mistake me for something I am not. It is a holy relic that has been passed down from generation to generation. Only the first and second spinners are allowed to study the sacred cards and interpret their meaning. We use his tarot to guide the cult and discern the tangled threads of fate. 34. There used to be more, but some have perished in the darkness of time. Their loss is a great tragedy for the blood-spun web. Ask the cards, Domin, and I will listen. The first card is the young warrior. It suggests inexperience, a path of becoming. The second card is the shattered world inverted. The path will have twists, turns, and thorns, but you will gather allies along the way and find what was lost. The third, the hound inverted. Someone has marked you as their prey and is chasing you through a field of traps. The lost child. You will leap into one of those traps of your own free will and place your trust in someone truly desperate. I met her once when I was young. The Vizier saw a serpent hiding among those close to Domin Theodora, ready to sink its fangs into her throat. I was ordered to find the serpent and sever the soul from its body. I watched and waited for weeks. I hid among the shadows, the air ducts and the faceless masses. Once I found the serpent, I sliced off its head and returned to the temple. I doubt that Domin Theodora ever saw me, but the 3 ritual cuts I left behind on the body let her know that this death was pleasing to him. They sent us a grand feast from the upper decks before the cycle's end. We gave it to the hungry. The Vizier taught us that there are many like us throughout the Imperium who spill blood in his name. Death cultists, as they call us. He said that no two death cults are the same, just as there are no two identical stars in the void. I will tell you about the blood-spun web, but I cannot speak on behalf of all death cults. The blood-spun web holds the bays of the flagship together with the threads of its faith. Such is our service to the Domini of the von Valancius line. The Undying One commanded the Domini to embark on a ship and sail the void's expanse. And thus, it became our duty to protect your dynasty and the Ark that became its home. This great relic of blood and adamantine. Some loathe and fear us. They call us murderers and reapers. Others call us dancers of death, who send the souls of the dead on their way. Both are right. Both are wrong. We are servants of the Undying Emperor. When he whispers that the time has come for a righteous martyr's soul to be laid in his blessed hands, we come to claim it. When he whispers that the wicked must know of his wrath, we come to reap. This is how we maintain order on the ship, unseen and guided by death's will. Death's whisper is unmistakable. It is not like the murmur of stars or the hiss of corruption. It is truthful, pure, unyielding. Only the most eminent of us, the high spinners, can hear the whisper of the Undying One and give voice to his will. They must hone their senses and temper their body and soul for years before his call can reach them. If it puts you more at ease, you can think of these whispers as his providence. We are carried along by a current of blood in the great river of fate. Life is not given or taken away by chance. If I see an enemy of humanity, my blade will sever the thread of their existence. I will not wait for a sign of his divine bidding. I am his will, and I do what must be done. There is no thirst, only duty. Killing brings us no pleasure. We are instruments of his will, and this is how we serve him. Spinners carved the chronicles of our history on the stones of our temple long ago. But fate and time have erased our past, just as an exploding star erases a part of the galaxy from existence. It is the Vizier's duty to watch over the flock, to lead those who want to learn more of the Undying One, but are fearful of death, and guide those who seek answers in death, but do not know how to live. The Vizier protects all. Those who do not know we exist, those who are grateful for our service, and even those who hate us. The Vizier sees what is to come, remembers the past, and accepts the present. They spin a web of faith and blood so strong that no enemy may sunder it. This is the Visier's burden. This is the legacy of the matriarch spider. It is said that she was one of many, born in the void, the Domin's subject. She honored death instead of life, and for this, she was persecuted. It is said that when the arch-enemy's forces invaded the flagship during a warp jump, she gathered the Undying One's servants around her and saved the ship from ruin. Together, they spun the first threads of the web to ensure that such devastation would never happen again. It is said that she was strong and indomitable, but as the years passed, her heart became as stone, and thus the Undying One whispered her name to the one who would become the first Vizier of the blood-spun web. Through blood, sweat, tears, and the strength of their convictions, the servants of the Undying One spin the souls of your subjects into threads of balance. This is why we refer to ourselves as spinners. Those who are newly committed to the blood-spun web are called lesser spinners. If they are faithful in their service to him, they may eventually become spinners. The most devout of us all are known as the High Spinners, of whom there are 7, each bearing a unique title. The Vizier, the first spinner, leads the cult. I, Kibella, am the second spinner. The third spinner's name is Io, and there are 4 more. The Undying One is death itself. We serve him, and thus we serve death. This is not a comparison, attribution, or preference. It is the truth, and nothing can change it. The tenets are knowledge, an art that is passed down from one generation of the blood-spun web to the next. Even so, there are spinners who will never fully comprehend this knowledge in the time allotted to them by the Undying One. The tenets dictate how one follows the thread of life, but they are also the thread itself, from first breath to last. The tenets cannot be taught, they must be lived. Only then will you understand. I am the second spinner of the blood-spun web, a spear in the hand of the Undying Emperor. I am your shield and shadow, your blade. The tenets compel us to let our deeds speak on our behalf. There is no one in the cult who does not know me, so I have grown accustomed to taciturnity in matters regarding myself. Ask, and I will try to give you an answer that will satisfy your thirst for knowledge. I remember nothing of my childhood. The Vizier says this is because of my training and the injuries I received in battle. He told me it is the fate of all high spinners. The only memories I have are of the blood-spun web and the brothers and sisters who serve the cult alongside me. When we were young, we would sew our eyes shut and wander through the bays for months at a time, starving surviving, dying. This trial of darkness honed the senses of those who passed it. We were elated, for we knew we were blessed by him. When we grew older, we learned to wield our weapons, and our mentors tested us with pain, poison, and the weight of deceitful words. In time, our bodies no longer felt pain. Our blood became resistant to toxins, and our focus could not be shaken. We were at peace, for we had shed everything that could encumber our faithful service to him. When we came of age, we faced a great trial. A year-long vigil spent in unceasing prayer to the Undying One. When hunger and other base sensations faded away, we attained true comprehension of ourselves and our place in the world, our place between life and death. We were proud, for on that day, he truly accepted us, and we accepted him. It is impossible to understand the value of your body and spirit if you've never experienced physical or emotional pain. Pain is temporary, but experience endures. Experience can be sharpened like a blade and turned into mastery. I have never regretted walking the thread I was destined to follow. You can see for yourself. Is it possible to experience pleasure if one feels nothing? Tools for tempering the flesh. If a spinner neglects this practice for too long, their body will weaken and their sensitivity to pain might return. If it does, they will feel the overwhelming agony of every wound they have ever endured and go mad with torment before the undying Emperor whispers their name. The purpose of this practice is to fortify the flesh, not to mutilate it. You have found an interesting use for this tool, yet it still serves its purpose. The flesh remains untorn. Good. Do you have other questions? When we join the cult, we relinquish our past. The blood-spun web becomes our new family. I have seen the pain, terror, and doubt in the eyes of those who hear the Undying One whisper the names of their kin. For some, the blessing of oblivion is a gift not unlike death. No. It brings me comfort when my brothers and sisters cross to the other side. The Undying One has called them to his side, so they can serve him in ways we cannot. Attachment makes us weak. The weak meet their demise prematurely. But such death does not please the Undying One, for a soul must not be claimed before their time has come. It is true that spinners occasionally cross paths with those outside the cult, but such paths always diverge in the end. We may walk the same road together, but we are nothing more than temporary traveling companions. It is similar for those of your retinue. Our threads may intertwine for a time, but all will go their separate ways, as is inevitable. But not you and I, Domin. Our threads cannot be unwoven, and only the Undying One will end my service to you. Know your enemy and prevail in battle. Know your ally and prevail in war. Your body will fail you, Domin. Your bones will break. Your tendons will snap. Your heart will stop. Our rituals of self-perfection are unending. They demand absolute dedication and decades of special training. However, if you devote the next 30 years of your life to its study, you might be able to learn the basics. It is not difficult to speak the truth. Then follow me, Domin. Are you ready to step into the labyrinth, Domin? This is the ritual of binding. By the Undying One's will, our fates are now as one. But I must still guide you into the maze of my mind. Although it is my predestination alone to walk its corridors in search of answers, your image must become part of the tangle. For I am your shadow, Domin, and your presence will aid me in sensing whatever threats may be looming over you. Instructions, directions, a depiction of the puzzle that can only be solved within one's own consciousness by following its bends and turnings. I do not require these lines to find my way, but for you, they will serve as a guiding thread. Your weapon for the ritual. Watch the lines on the floor. You can only pass through the gaps. The rest, you need not know. Enter the labyrinth, Domin. You are now upon the path. Your shadow now walks the labyrinth, and my gaze can now see when danger draws near you. We are not doing this for your amusement, Domin, nor is it an expression. That which you do not comprehend still has meaning. Understand me? Why, Domin? My fate is preordained, and our places assigned. We both must serve the Undying One, as his design foretells. But if such is indeed your wish. My path of service to the undying Emperor is one of many twists and pitfalls. Every mind is fraught with weakness, and only by honing it tirelessly can one achieve focus and prime one's perception. I envision the tenets of the web as a maze of tangles and dead ends. Each time I go into a trance, be it one of the soul or of battle, I walk this path from beginning to end. And now that you're a part of it, you will be there with me when next I enter the labyrinth. You may deem it strange. You live in a world so far removed from my own that such rituals must seem absurd to you. I am sure I would find your rituals equally mystifying. You are empowered by the will of the Undying One himself, and yet, when I look at your life, I am surprised. You follow a different thread, one that does not seem as strict to your thoughts and deeds. There is so much luster. To partake in one of your ceremonies? Returning the courtesy, that is how you say it up here, isn't it? I will await your invitation. The labyrinth has accepted you. We have danced amid the crossing lines and minds, and by the dance, we are now bound.
Let's make them regret ever crossing our path. Let the void sort them out. Coordinates set. cannons. Open fire. Salvo. Make every shot count. Let them taste our fury. Keep up the pressure. All hands, prepare for acceleration. Engage the engine! Let the boys sort them out.
Duty and diligence always prevail.
I'd like to, but I can't.
I always have a backup plan.
When the Spectre records your wickedness, prepare for disposal. Request approved. My vow is to serve. The Elder Sire knows all, comprehends all. Request approved.
Trust me. Let your soul be purged goes against the test. As honor ordains.
Is that my blood?
At your beck and call. Victory is imminent. At your beck and call. It will be done. I will do my duty. Reduced to dust. At your beck and call.
You've got a problem. Don't get too cocky. Tell me, and it is done. I can do that with the right incentive.
I won't object to it. Let's see to it. I won't object to it. For the throne of glory.
On it.
Victory is imminent. I took care of this one.
Who, if not your end, was inevitable?
I'll make it happen.
Request approved. Running binary override.
Trust me. My blade whispers your name. I would that I could. Let your soul be purged. I shall not fail.
Indeed. I will do like you. It will be done.
This battlefield air is good for my lungs. You've got a problem. I've got a prize.
Let's see to it. Naturally. But of course, Lord Captain. Let's see to it.
It's as good as done. I'll see to it, personally. On it.
At your beck and call. Reduce to dust! I'm not interested. I'd rather not.
Focus, Van Cox. Focus.
Trust me. As the tenants demand. As honor or caught by the well. The other side awaits. Trust me. Death is a blessing. As honor ordains.
Follow my lead. It will be done. Someone else can do this.
Am I getting paid for this? Never quite fair. Don't get too cocky.
Go on, beast. For the throne's glory.
I'll make it happen. You never stood a chance.
Request approved. Faster. But in execution. My competencies are not that universal.
I'll see to it personally.
An offering of blood.
Scriptural prognostic, the Messiah condemns you. My vow is to serve.
I will not die in dishonor. As the tenants demand. As honor ordains. Come, the other side awaits. I shall not fail.
You're no fun.
At your beck and call. It will be done.
Tell me, and it is done. Me? Never in 1,000 sectors. You jest, sure.
Let's see to it. I won't object to it. More reckoning is due. More trouble than it's worth.
But of course, Lord Captain.
Do my bidding.
You should have thought twice before. I refuse.
Leading damage to bulk. The other side of significant value.
I have a nose for profit and a taste for adventure. Is there money to be made?
Torpedoes away! Salvo! for acceleration. Coordinates set. Make every shot count. Engage the engines. With the force of a supernova. Let them taste our fury. Coordinates set. Let the boys sort them out. Helmsman, take us in. Every shot counts. Fire at will. macro cannon. Open fire. All hands, prepare for acceleration. Torpedoes away. Launch batteries, volley. Time to reap the spoils of the battle.
Operation successful.
Let us
The
not.
breath.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
I always have a backup plan.
one of you.
Running binary override. My competencies are not that universal.
Watch my back.
My vow is to serve. The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Okay, now I'm really riled up.
Cover me!
Brace yourself, Amalak.
I bring mercy and retribution. Killing brings me no pleasure. As honor ordains, death is a blessing. As the tenets demand.
Everyone, step aside. I won't do that. I'm done with this one. Vengeance will be swift.
Taking calculated risk is my second nature. Your end was inevitable. I'll make it happen. I refuse. It's as good as done.
Tell me, and it is done.
I will do my duty. Victory is imminent.
momentum.
Am I getting paid for fair fight fair? I can do that with the right incentive.
There is movement in the Empyrean.
The shadows will see it done. Trust me.
Naturally. For the throne, be gone. Your turn.
I'll see to it personally. I am ready for whatever comes. You should have thought twice before crossing me.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Rookies!
Momentum.
Don't get too cocky. Somewhere? You've got a problem. I've got a prize.
Indeed. It will be done. Taught you to fight like this! My ears are ringing.
Death comes in silence. As honor ordained, killing brings me no pleasure, as the tenets demand. I cannot serve you in this way.
I thought we were good!
I won't go down easy.
Who if not me? Another enemy down. Rise to the top, or get
Mistress
left.
Udari, I've been meaning to ask you. Are your people still working with the tutors?
By the Exalted One, Master Van Calix. Even cold traders have standards. And mine do not permit me to have dealings with the tutors now that I know what they specialize in.
Your arrogance will be your downfall.
Running binary override. Request approved.
Trust me.
I can do that.
Oh, you're not fun.
Don't get too cocky.
One fewer time. Follow my lead. At your beck and call. It will be done. Indeed.
Stay vigilant. Weapon at the ready. To the heretics.
My gut tells me it's a bad idea.
That is an equation. Your life is inevitable variable. Break them around.
Do my bidding. Go on, beast. Alas, no.
Follow my lead. My faith strengthens me. Follow my lead.
The shadows will see it done. The other side awaits. Trust me, death is a blessing. I shall not fail.
A moving target lives longer.
Rookies!
Am I getting paid for this?
Function successfully terminated. Request denied.
I can do that, with the right incentive.
At your beck and call. I'll take care of this one. It will be done. Just a minor setback. I will do my duty. For von Valancium! It will be done. A tactically sound approach. To dust.
On it.
Victory is imminent.
I'll see to it personally.
Stay vigilant. I need a foothold. I'm done with this one. But of course, Lord Captain. Do my bidding. Weapon at the ready. Break their morale! Scorn the pain.
The spiritual prognosis is favorable. My vow is to serve.
Is that my blood?
I will not die in dishonor. An offering of blood. Now, the other side awaits. Trust me. As honor ordains, death is a blessing. Trust me. I shall not fail.
Stop hitting me, Ashmag! Don't get too cocky. Tell me, and it is done.
Could do worse, but not by much. It will be done. That's not the Seneschal's job. At your beck and call.
good as done. I'll see to it personally. I won't compromise my principles. I won't stand for it.
Okay, now I'm really riled up.
Follow my lead.
I must not falter.
Focus, Van Kellogg's. Focus.
Significant value.
A dance of blades and shadows. Trust me. No. Killing brings me no pleasure. As honor ordains.
Am I getting paid for this? Me? Never in 1,000 sectors. Don't get too cocky.
Brace yourself, Abelard. It will be done. Pain and duty go hand in hand. Once you a target. Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
My gut tells me it's a bad idea. I won't compromise my principles. Didn't flinch. I refuse. I won't stand for it. My gut tells me it's a bad idea.
I won't object to it. Be gone! Let's see to it. For the throne's glory, your reckoning is due.
Let's not waste time with pleasantries. I always keep my options open. always, keep your eye on the prize.